bone. I've been labeled that a few times. I don't like it, but I figured I might as well explore it. The chapbook will be edited by the one and only Kush Thompson. I'm going to start off with a little sample of that. And this poem is a sestina. I was like, let me, try and get some form in here. Yeah. So this is the red bone. What's a sestina? You want to explain that for me, Malcolm? No. I swear. Okay. So you start off. It's like the last word of the line repeats, and its placed in the stanza rotates. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines, 6 words, and they rotate. You can figure out the words for this one. The red bone wonders what black is. Standing tall, wedged between W and E is I. The fulcrum balancing the word white. Try as you will, pull, pluck, semantics, and specify, never will the I that be wedged between white and black escape smoothly enough. Hair not kinky enough, smushed between H and R is I. Natural blonde is not black. Living off C.J. Walker's will, madam, teach my hair how to afro and panther pride. Never. The answer comes never. Dictionary and census not enough. What do black be? Gaping void of I between B and K. Langston Hughes will tell you what is black. Passing, not black. Until you are colored, never speech. Poverty, neighborhood, and struggle will shape you, but Bill Clinton is not enough. The I hurdled between S and N, black when skin be identity. When nose, lips, hair, ass be beauty and barricade black. Depending on the day and shade, I be black. Options, never black. 95% of the time is not enough. 5% code switch, take it, you will. Assume they will, who do they be? Black and white, they know enough to tell me if I am or am not black, but me, never. Stuck between too many labels is I, be it Rosa Parks, Nat Turner, or Lucy's Bones, never. Melanin enough to inherit a bigot, the estranged I. That was that. Y'all, I wrote a platoon, and I was introduced by the platoon queen, Rach from the mean cold streets of Racine and Fullerton. It's otherwise known as the Itsy Bitsy Spider poem, The Lines Rotate. This is called the Red Bone Civil War. There are carefully severed ponytails littering the streets. Perfect curl patterns don't come without sacrifice. Scalped video vixens hang from the street poles. Perfect curl patterns don't come. Heads of octoroons and mulattoes roll. Scalped video vixens hang from the street poles like tumbleweeds near the guillotines. Heads of octoroons and mulattoes roll. We see who can break the most necks like tumbleweeds near the guillotines. We see who can butter pecan the best. We see who can break the most necks. Eyes on faces, on heads by bus stops and car windows. We see who can butter pecan the best. Light skin toasted to the titillating shade of ambiguous. Eyes on faces, on heads by bus stops and car windows. We gouge each other's heritage. Light skin toasted to the titillating shade of ambiguous. We scrape it. Bite fingernails and locks. We gouge each other's heritage. Envy, exotic and unexplainable. We scrape it. Bite fingernails and locks for desire and drool. Envy, exotic and unexplainable. See who most muddled for desire and drool. We love mutts. See who most muddled. We hate each other. We love mutts. See who best of both worlds. We hate each other. There are carefully severed ponytails littering streets. We see who best of both worlds without sacrifice. sacrifice.
The good one.
The good one?
Yeah.
Boy, all of them good.
The best one.
The best one? Okay. Hips. This is you want hips?
Yes.
We'll see. Maybe an encore. This is my last Redbone poem. It's the Redbone's love letter to the black man. We don't know which wounds to lick. We are each other's truest cement. The tangle of fingers and afros and curls is forever. I am the satisfaction of your every fetish. I am the salt sprinkling your guilt, the burning lullaby of I love yous. We don't know which wounds to lick. The tangle of innocence and manipulation is forever. The subconscious battling the deliberate, the cat calls and whispered secrets bleed from the same throat as the rap songs and slave laws. It's the way you look at me. Like nothing is more beautiful, the way you hate yourself for feeling that way. We don't know which wounds to lick, but we try until we find them, leaving salt stains in our tracks, the burning lullabies of I love yous from throats that can't help it. And that was your Redbone segment. So continuing on our love trend, we're going to do another poem called Lightness. Deja vu was when in a dream my feet remembered lying. I didn't know how many body parts I had until your presence set them on fire. Until your absence decayed them to ash. Didn't know how spacious I was until I swallowed a memorial. My lungs unfurled an anxious cat that claws my lungs every time my blood begs for oxygen. Every inhale reeking of without you hurts. My stomach folded into a Japanese water bomb, a flower that could blossom or retract its petals depending on my appetite for hunger that day. My skin is a fire blanket I beat myself with, a torture device imagining your fingertips. A kindergarten love-shaped crayon on construction paper recoiled into a bleeding organ laced with iron. Slowly it began to oscillate. Pulled between the magnet of my chest and the shield of my back, it beats the cage of my ribs, my spine stutters. You said, I loved you more than I loved myself, I whispered. It feels like my heart is too big for my chest. Do you remember the time we sat on top of the Museum of Contemporary Art listening to Death Cab for Cutie and I cried because we seemed so big in the city, so small. You forgot, didn't you? I would love to shed the sleeping bag of myself and see what's real, but my feelings jam the zipper. Jamais vu was when I woke up from the dream and couldn't find my wings. I swallowed a gravestone and called it a memorial. What will the X-ray say? Hey! Enough to perform with Yo-Yo Ma, and that was I just performed it. I don't know. You wrong, girl. Let's like
I'll give you my
It's also a love letter. I really write a lot of love letters. Oh, one thing I did to celebrate my 18th birthday, I wrote love/thank you letters to the 20 people I feel have most impacted my life. Wow. If you feel that way about anyone, please let them know that they've done something beautiful for you. Oh, the paper. It'll be okay. I feel you. The poetry is sacred. This is love letter written on the green line. Oh, 51st and Cottage. You are a series of contradictions I am proud to call home. Inglewood, downtown, west side, Chicago pride. Make my skin buzz with the thunder hum of your train engine lungs. Make my skin chill with the quiet of gunpowder mushroom cloud leavening and the silence of sinking lungs. You are scapegoat, aggressor, peacemaker, and the one to blame. I am ensconced in every crooked bone of your body. The hunch of your tired back unfurls straight. Every morning before work, I am proud of your temperament. Prouder of your temper and skyline standing at ready, not salute. You call yourself open. You CTA, you bike, you drive, you run, slowly letting outsiders in your corridors. You series of parts that act like you don't fit together beautifully. Act like Pilsen can't kiss Bridgeport. Act like you don't eat tamales, hot dogs, or Italian beef, and pizza. I am ensconced in every jagged division of your streets and hoods and gangs, and stop cutting me. Stop breaking yourself. Stop blaming yourself. City so in the dark, even with street lights and blue camera boxes, you cannot see. You are the sum of your parts. City so light, you are in a garden. City so light, you are a garden. The dirt is under everyone's fingers. The flowers are in everyone's backyard. Thank you.